That was definitely one of the more difficult loops I've ever, or that I've made to solo over. And so I figured let's talk about it a little bit. Major 9. Then we've got this B. It's kind of a 13, but there's no 7 in it. It's got this 6 here, like it's major, but then it's got the 6. But it kind of has like a major 13 vibe. Like if we put the 7 on it, we've got the major 7, we've got the dominant 7. And so I feel like that has more the major vibe. So for all intents and purposes, we've got our B major 13, and then got a B flat 7 with a sharp 5. These chords mostly don't usually go together well in like a pure music theory kind of sense. So if we kind of pair them back to their like 7th versions for the sake of simplicity, we've got F major 7, we've got E flat major 7, we've got B major 7, and then we've got basically B flat 7. These don't fit nicely into a particular key, especially this starting F major 7 or F major 9, the way that it's in the track, which definitely throws me for a loop. And so in order to solo over it, I can't just stick with one scale because we're kind of all over the place. So in order to solo over it, I have to be constantly thinking about what chord are we over, right? And so, or what key are we in rather? Because the way that I'm playing it, this starting chord, this F major 9, it feels like a 4 chord. Like it feels like where it wants to go. It wants to resolve to the 1, right? So if we do, to me, it felt like that's where it wanted to go. And so in order to treat it like a 4 chord, that means that since it's an F, we're in C, right? And so I'm playing in C. So I've got, or F Lydian, that would work too. Or if we're doing pentatonic, it could just be F, like that has the same notes in it. The thing that makes it Lydian's the 4 anyway. But then we're immediately moving away from there by going to the F major 7. And so to me, this felt like the resolution to the 1 in this song, especially with the chords that followed it. So we're starting off soloing in C. And then we go to E flat. But the next chord that we go to, this B major 13, or B major 7 for the sake of simplicity, it kind of takes us somewhere else. I mean, it takes us into B, right? It takes us into B major territory. But once again, it doesn't feel like we're in B major. It feels like a B major chord. To me, again, it felt like the 4 chord if we're in like F sharp major. And so that puts us soloing in F sharp. And then our final kind of resolution, our dominant chord basically, is our B flat. And just for fun, it has the sharp 5. I feel like the sharp 5 provides a nice pull to the tonic. But then it makes it kind of a deceptive cadence whenever we go back to our F, which makes it really tricky on your ear when you're trying to solo over it. But that said, because this feels like a dominant, we're able to keep soloing in E flat major here. So basically, our rather than thinking about this in chord changes, since we're thinking about it in complete key changes, our keys that we're soloing in are going to be C, E flat, F sharp, and then back to E flat. And these don't fit together very well at all. You'll notice each of them are 3 half steps away from each other, and they're all major, and so they just don't mesh very well. One nice way to think about these, to kind of make them mesh well together, mesh better together anyway, is to think about relative minors in this sense. And so starting off, if we're in C major, you can think about that in C major or A minor. Like the F chord or the C scale is definitely the odd one out here. But then whenever we resolve to our E flat, then we're actually in C minor. E flat major is C minor. So we go from this key to this key, which is actually quite a bit more similar than it initially seemed, right? And so we kind of have that going for us. Even though the scales aren't too terribly close to each other, but they're close enough that it's easy for your notes to sound really wrong whenever you get something wrong. We go from soloing in C down to E flat, and then we go from soloing in C major to C minor. So then whenever we go up to basically our F sharp major key, its relative minor is E flat minor. And so if you just kind of remember that, yeah, I'm playing in C minor, but I'm also playing in E flat major, then it's kind of a similar type of transition into that key. So we're in E major, but suddenly our key is changing to and then we go back down to E flat major. Now, this is just my way of thinking about it. It doesn't necessarily make it easy. Like it took me a lot of takes to get that right, for the 2 minutes that I was actually soloing over it. Like it's tough transitions to do, but I don't know, I thought it went pretty well. I thought it was a lot of fun, and I thought it was really pretty. I feel like it could work really well, because whenever I record these things, I don't really think about them as songs so much as demos. Like I just have a pool of ideas that I can pull from. But I did think that this progression was particularly pretty and particularly fun to play and solo over, just because of how kind of dynamic it was in terms of key signature, but how well, to me, that it seemed to flow together. So yeah, I don't know, tell me what you think. If you'd like, I'd be happy to drop the backing track and hear your guys' takes over it. I would also love to hear how you would think about these types of transitions. So like I said, for me, based on what chord these are in the scale, so like I said, the F felt like a 4 to me, which is why I put us in C, and so on. I would love to hear how you would think about this and how you would not only place these chords within their own key signatures so that you can take those keys to solo over them, but then how you think about, like how you trace that in your head. Maybe you just do it by, it's just instinctive, like you just know how to do it. Like I definitely get that. There's a degree when playing guitar to where you just have done it enough to where you don't need tricks. You just do it. I'm not there yet, not for this. For some things, but not for this. But I would love to hear how you think about this and how you might be able to retain something like that in your head whenever the song with every chord is kind of changing the entire key, but in a way that works together pretty well. Cool, thanks, see ya.